Hello, my name is Daniel. My name is 200x561044. I will describe or explain conditional type 1 and type 2. Conditional type 1. Conditional type 1 is used when expressing future happen with the real condition possibilities. It means we can use this to expressing future with the possibilities condition then will happen in the future. Example, if it's rain, I will stay at home. It's in there sky is cloudy. That means maybe will rain. And so if it's rain, I will stay at home. That's good for example. So from conditional type one is if condition result. So or we can swap or result if condition. And condition in conditional type one is present simple and result should be will plus base verb will can be changed to shall or can. Next, conditional type 2. Conditional type 2 is same with conditional type 1, but we use that expressing picture even with the not real condition possibilities. It means condition or event is not happen in the future. Yeah. Example, if I won the lottery, I would buy a car. That's impossible to happen or not real. Real. We can see from type 2 is there if condition is same with type 1, but in condition type 2 we use past simple verb and result we change will to word. Word can be changed with shall and could. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Gede Krishna Surya Artajaya, number 074. I'm here to explain the if conditional type 3 and 0. So the first one is if conditional type 3 that is used to express the past and the impossible situation that cannot longer be changed. For example, if I had studied, I would have passed this exam. So notice that we use the past perfect tense to talk about the impossible condition and the will have plus past participle to talk about the impossible result. And the important things about this conditional type 3 is both of the condition and the result are impossible now. And moving on to the form of this conditional type is the if clause or the condition is using past perfect plus comma, and the main clause or the result is using the would or could or might plus have plus past participle, and the position of the condition and the result can be swapped, so the main clause will be followed by if clause, and the if clause will no longer followed by comma. Next, the if conditional type 0, or we can call it the zero conditional. So it used when the result of the condition is always true, like a scientific fact. For example, is if you hit ice, it melts. And the form of this conditional type is the if clause or the condition is using present simple plus comma, and the main clause or the result is using present simple. Unlike the others conditional type, the position of main clause and if clause can be swapped, and the if clause will no longer fall by the comma. So that's all the explanation of the conditional type 3 and 0. I hope you understand and prepare for the exercise that will be guided uh, by my friend. Thank you.
Hello guys, nice to meet you again. It's me, Derek Kurniawan, and my last number is 89. And today I will give you some exercise again. Uh, and this one is if conditional type 1 and 2. As you already learned it from my friends before, rewind. Yeah. So as usual, before we start to the exercise, here's some quote for you that said, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." From Friedrich Nietzsche. So let's go to the exercise. Here's I have several questions, not as much as usual, but I think we still can understand what is conditional if conditional type 1 and 2 is. So if you want to answer this question by your own, you can pause the video and write it on some paper or else before I show you the answer. So for these two questions, the answer is okay. For number one, if you win this game, I will give you my book. So remember what is if conditional type one is the is a if conditional type one is used for expressing future events with the real condition that would be happen or real condition possibilities. So uh, this is like for if conditional type one is stuff like exact thing like 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. So this will be happen if you fulfill the condition, like this sentence that said, if you win this game I will give you my book. That if you fulfill the condition like you win the game and I will give you my book, like that. And for number 2 is if I'm late this evening, don't wait for me. Yeah, this might be strange for you because the form, as you know, of the if conditional type 1 is like if plus present simple, and then it will be will plus base verb, like so, or you can reverse it like will plus base verb, then if, then present simple. But in this case, it did not use the will for the form, but it can still be the if conditional type one because it still fulfill the function, which is expressing future even with the real condition possibilities. Like in this word said, like if I'm late this evening, don't wait for me. Like if you use the will, if I will late this evening, that's doesn't make sense because you just told your friend like uh you will late for some appointment, so that doesn't make sense. And you have to use the if I'm late this evening, if I'm the condition if you late, like that. So here I have exercise is if conditional type 2. So same, I have several question, just two, and you can pause the video before I show you the answer. Okay, So here the answer for the exercise 2. For number 1 is, if I hit the jackpot, I would be rich. And number 2, if I'm not sad right now, I would lose her. So here's the difference between the if conditional type 1 and type 2, which is, as you can see, the type 1 is exacting, like 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, like something like, if you do this, then this will be happen. That was exacting. But for if conditional type 2, it said that if some condition, then it will be something like uh not not really gonna happen, but it can be happen, something like 50% maybe. So for as you can see, for number 1, if I hit the jackpot, I would be rich. And yeah, he will be rich, or the jackpot would be something else, yeah, not make it rich or stuff others. So for number 2, it's same. If I'm not sad right now, I would lose her. It's stuff that would be happen, but not exactly will happen. Like, it's, you can lose her or not really happen, something like not the exact thing. So that's the difference between if conditional type 1 and type 2. And that's all my exercise from me. Thank you for watching, and next exercise, my friend will explain it to you. See ya.
Okay, first thing first, let me introduce myself. My name is Revi Valen Sumendap, and my name is 200-856-1099. Okay, so in this exercise, we're gonna do some exercise about if or conditional type 0 and 3. So let's do it. So in this exercise, we're gonna do two type of exercise. Exercise number 1 is for type 0, and exercise number 2 is for type 3. Okay, so let's go, we do exercise number 1. So in this exercise, we're gonna make 0 conditional sentence by the given word. So these are the given word. For number 1 is evaporate, you, water, heat, and eat. The sentence is, if you heat water, it evaporates. So just like what my friend Krishna said, we use 0 conditional sentence when the condition in sentence is true. So because when you heat water, it gonna be evaporates. So the condition is true. So number 1 is a 0 conditional sentence. Okay, we move to number 2. The given word is appeal, take, have, if, I, a flu. The sentence is, I take a pill if I have a flu. So if someone take a pill, he must be have some ill or sick, whether it's a flu or a stomach ache or something else. So the condition in here is also true. And number 3 is I, sick, buy, feel, bus, travel, and I. The sentence is, if I travel by bus, I feel sick. So when for some people, when they travel by bus, they gonna feel sick. So this condition is true too. Number 4 is 2 hours take charge you the battery and it. The sentence is, if you charge the battery, it takes 2 hours. Because for some battery is gonna take 2 hours to recharge it. So the condition in here is also true. So that's how we make a 0 conditional sentence. Okay, so we move to the exercise number 2. So in this exercise, we're gonna rewrite the sentence and use the third conditional. We also need to keep the same meaning. So these are the normal sentence. Number 1 is, she did not give me her phone number. I could not call her. So the new sentence when we use the third conditional gonna be, if she had given me her phone number, I could have called her. So when we use a third conditional, we use the past participle. So the verb need to be changed to verb number 3. Because in here the verb is give, we need to change it to given. Also, we need to change the not call to have called. So it's gonna be a good third conditional sentence. Number 2 is my dad did not buy any sugar. My mom did not make any cake. The new sentence when we use the third conditional, if my dad had bought some sugar, my mom would have made some cake. Because number 1, we use the past participle, so we need to change the verb from buy to bought, and change the not make any cake to would have made some cake. Okay, so number 3, you were not prepared, you could not pass the exam. The third conditional sentence is, if you had been prepared, you could have passed the exam. Because in here the verb is prepare, we change it to prepared because it's the verb number 3. We need to change the not pass the exam to could have passed the exam. So that's how we change the from a normal sentence and we change it to a sentence with third conditional. Okay, so that's all the exercise by me. The next one is gonna be the conclusion that's gonna be represented by my friend. Thank you.
Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Syarif Hidatullah, name 014. From the explanation of my friend Eli regarding the good if or conditional topic, type first conditional, second conditional, third conditional, and zero conditional, we can draw conclusion. The conclusion, there are several structures in English which we call conditional or if conditional. The word conditional means situation or circumstance. First conditional. In this conditional, we talk about the future. We think about condition or situation certain in the future and the consequence of those conditional. This is the format. If condition is present simple plus result is will plus base verb or verb 1. Next, second conditional. The second conditional is like the first conditional. We are still thinking about the future. We are thinking about a particular condition in the future and the result of this condition. But there is not a real possibility that this condition will happen. This is the format of second conditional. Next, third conditional. The first conditional and second conditional talk about the future. With the third conditional, we talk about the past. We talk about a condition in the past that did not happen. That is why there is no possibility for this condition. The third conditional is also like a dream, but with no possibility of the dream coming true. This is the format of third condition. If plus condition is past perfect plus result is would have plus past participle. And the last is zero condition. We use the so-called zero conditional when the result of the condition is always true, like a scientific fact. This is the format. Okay, that's all we can say regarding this if conditional topic, and thank you.